to The Cinnamon Effect. Today I have my good friend Jessica Pearl with me.
Hi, happy to be here.
Yay! This is actually the first episode and super excited to have you. And I wanted to tell everyone a little bit about our background and how we know each other because it's been we've known each other like 15 years?
I think so. I was thinking about it when I was driving here and I was trying to count and that made me feel really old. So,
yeah. So Jess and I met each other, let's say 15 years ago through dance.
Yes.
We danced with a little company called Reach. Shout out to Maria Conrad if you're listening.
Actually right here. Across the
Palm
street.
Beach Gardens.
Yeah.
In what is now Florida School for Dance Education, was the spot that we would practice and everything. But we performed in local shows. We were at the EC Theater over here. And for me, what a super fun time of my life.
If I could go back.
I know. I remember thinking, gosh, these rehearsals can be, on the weekend, kind of annoying, right? But then
I forget that actually I don't. I forget that it was on the weekends and it was when I was younger. So we went out a lot.
Yeah.
We went out a lot before those rehearsals.
But now I'm like, oh, wow, to be going back and doing that would be so much fun.
It would.
So anyway, Jess and I met each other then. And then I would say, just casually saw each other over the course of 15 years.
Right. And then you moved away.
And then I moved away. It was in Park City, Utah for about 4 years, living the mountain life, which was fun and exciting. But then it was time to come back to my hometown. And so now I'm back here in South Florida. And so it's funny because Jess and I both we were actually ahead of our time.
Yes.
Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. We were ahead of our time about, 9 years ago?
Yeah, I'd say 9.
We were both producing our own YouTube videos.
Yes.
Okay? So if you guys want to go back and check that out, what was your page called?
Jess Pearl.
Jess Pearl.
Yeah, I think so. I pulled it up and I think that's what I called it. Just me.
And Jess was doing makeup, skincare, right? Makeup videos.
I would say mostly makeup, but a lot of fun stuff like Halloween makeup and show makeup, stage makeup, that kind of stuff.
Well, that was your background, the dance background.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I loved those videos.
I look back at them and I laugh. I was actually really good at editing.
You still are.
It took me 3 days to do one video, edit it all day.
So I was also doing the same thing, and I was producing YouTube videos in my kitchen. Mm-hmm. I recruited, we were married at the time, so my husband and our friend, and Glenn and I had worked together. Gosh, I've known Glenn probably 18 years. But anyway, we worked together at an advertising agency. And so he was this super creative guy. And so I kind of conned him into coming over and bringing lighting and
Wait a minute.
cameras.
You worked at an advertisement agency?
I did.
I feel like I know you, but then you throw things at me like that.
Many lives I've lived.
It's more than she's like a cat.
Yeah, exactly. I would birth jobs like birthing a baby. I would basically work for 9 months and then be like, I don't like this anymore, and I'm going to move on to something else.
And I feel like that is exactly what shaped you.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, it is. It's
I guess that's life.
Yeah, it brings you where you are today, right? So my YouTube channel, Kimberly Hand, you can go back and look at those videos.
Oh, the intro.
Oh.
Such a good intro.
The intro. Well, we're using that song for this podcast. So
makes sense.
We're going to talk about that a little bit more. Yeah. But the YouTube, producing the videos in my kitchen, I actually had a teleprompter. I mean, we're talking, this was serious. Okay. I had lighting. I had a teleprompter. I had 2 cameras rolling because I needed 2 angles of myself making smoothies. I was making
on production
homemade almond milk.
I know. I was there. I walked in your kitchen
Oh, you
I
were?
think
You
it's the
actually
first
saw the
time I was
setup.
ever at your house. I walked in and you were like straining almonds.
Milking. It's called milking
I'm
the
sorry.
almonds.
You were milking almonds.
It's called milking the almonds, and I was doing that.
Who the hell is this girl? Who does she think she is?
I was like, I don't even know. Milking almonds. I was massaging kale. I was,
Wait, what?
yeah, massage. You have to massage the kale so that it softens up, which is funny. I actually don't even eat kale anymore. But to eat the kale, you know how kale can be like very
Yes.
intense. You massage it with like olive oil and avocado. You can massage it and it softens the leaves.
We'll need to bring this video up. We'll have to get this episode
Yeah,
going.
cue that video because it was a good one.
Are we on the Joe Rogan podcast? Cue the video. I would love that.
So yeah, massaging kale. What were some of the? I think I made a Jennifer Aniston post-workout smoothie. I called it, or maybe I found that she had made this particular smoothie and then I recreated it.
Oh, see, ahead of your time.
Yeah, ahead of my time. But my YouTube career came crashing down when I got pregnant with my son.
Why?
And oh gosh, I remember this clear to this day because I got very upset, but I was sick, very, very sick, very nauseous all 9 months of the pregnancy.
9.
And threw up a lot. Yeah, a lot of throwing up. Sorry guys, if you don't like throw up, but
Who doesn't like throw up? It's like so.
I think maybe I posted it. I can't remember. I was making these spirulina ice cubes. Ugh. So we're talking blue-green algae. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was blending them up and I blended it and it like exploded into my face. The blue-green algae.
That was the end.
That was the end. I proceeded to run to the bathroom and throw up. And I feel like now in this day and age, I would have probably made like a bloopers reel and posted it because you know what I mean? Like that's what we do.
People need to see that.
Yeah.
People need to see it.
But at that time.
Oh, here it is.
Oh.
He's pulling it up.
Oh, look. Yeah, that's
that
the YouTube.
intro.
The intro is happening. I love it. Oh my God.
Kim.
Isn't that so fun?
First of all, whose car was that?
That was mine. I had a red convertible Mini Cooper.
You would. I had a Beetle.
Oh, you did?
Black Beetle.
Another thing we kind of connect on, like a cute little car.
Now
I miss that car.
I really miss that car too.
It
was a turbo.
A turbo. Yeah, I think mine was
It had
too.
a 6 CD changer in the back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I remember being like, I have 6 CDs in the back. Which one do you want to listen to?
Actually, I had a Jetta too. So I had a Volkswagen, and the Jetta has those blue and red lights like you're in a club.
Yeah.
Right?
I remember that. I remember thinking, I can't afford the Jetta. I'll have to get the Beetle.
Yeah. Well, hey, I think they're both great.
It was really cool.
It was a cool car.
So then you got pregnant.
So then I got pregnant, and the YouTube career kind of ended at
Which
that
is
point.
crazy because nowadays, can you imagine? Like you're pregnant. Yes.
And you're milking almonds.
You're milking almonds and massaging kale and you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Let's capitalize.
That would have been like the best thing ever.
It's so crazy how life has changed so much. But, that's for another podcast.
Yeah. Well, actually not,
Another
because
episode,
I feel like the theme for today is, which I don't know if you're even aware of the theme that we're talking about today. But
well, if I know Kim, we have a theme.
yes.
For sure.
Yes, there is a theme, is trusting life's process, right?
Yeah.
And trusting that, that the things, like for me to be sitting here today doing a podcast, I feel like it was always in me, right? Because I wanted to do these videos. I wanted to share so much about health and wellness. And so to be like circle back, to podcasting and feeling like, wow, this is really like 100% yes decision for me to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm nervous. Don't get me wrong, but like
super novice, but that's okay.
yeah. But to come back, I think I always looked at, gosh, I put in so much time and energy into those videos. I mean, I really did. And I loved it. I had such a good time. It was such a great way to be creative. Mm-hmm. And I realized I always need that creative outlet. And I think that comes from being a dancer.
Absolutely. And just like wanting to perform for people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perform and share and like put your heart all out there, you know?
Yes. I know.
That's who I am. That's who you are too, I think. Yeah.
This is who I am. I know.
So
yeah, so it's full circle.
It's full circle.
Always.
And actually let's talk about how you had started. So how we got reconnected. So we dance, we're both doing YouTube. We both kind of support each other through that fun journey. I remember being like, oh my God, I love your videos. And you'd be like, well, I love your videos. And, so we were always talking about that. But how we really got like reconnected was I had wanted to kind of put myself out there a little bit, which was scary and everything. But I called you up, and from day one,
she interviewed me.
I did. I interviewed you, but I just knew I knew this was going to be a good working relationship. I felt like because
you moved back and you reached out to me because I have a social media company.
That's right. Yeah. Let's give her a plug. It's called Essentials Group.
That's me and my friend.
Yes, Melissa. Melissa's our partner. So shout out to Essentials Group, Jess Pearl and Melissa Freilich, and they do a lot of restaurants, right? Social media management, marketing management for restaurants.
Yeah, mostly hospitality, and then we sprinkled a few little things here and there.
Like me.
Yeah, like the little cinnamon girl. But yeah, you reached out to me and you needed to do something. You didn't know what. We didn't know what.
We still
don't know what.
Some days, but
it's okay.
It's, I will say like another little snippet of advice is we started together and we didn't really have a ton of direction, a little direction.
I tried to give you direction, but I don't think we need direction.
You don't think we need direction?
No. I think we need it. I think we just do whatever we want.
We flow where life takes us, I think. Yeah.
We flow where the energy feels right.
That's right. So Jess kind of
doing a lot.
met me where I was at, and I was not very comfortable. It was funny because from being comfortable in front of an audience and on a stage or, in front of the camera, I kind of had gone into, now I'm a mom. Mm-hmm. I had kind of a traumatic, pregnancy and birth, and my life really did a 360. Life just completely changed for me. And, but this was regaining, kind of starting to feel myself again. My son was about, I guess, 6 roughly when we started kind of working together. And so, just being okay, I think I can re-enter the world maybe and do something and put something out there that I feel that's in my heart and I feel proud of. Right. So
I really think that journey for you, looking back at it, was more of a rediscovery of yourself, and you just wanted to know who you were. So I think when we got back when we started working together, I think you didn't really know who you were.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of called upon me, and I think that's how we connected again, is you knew that we had some sort of connection and that maybe somehow this would bring out who you feel like you really were or who you are now. And I think, a lot of people go through that when traumatic experiences and moving and kind of losing yourself as a mother and not really knowing where you fit.
Yeah.
And then I think that was part of the journey. And I love that I was a part of that journey.
Yeah.
And still am.
Yeah, still are. And so it feels nice too, when you are trying to reconnect with who you once were, that you work with somebody who knows who you once were, right? So
and
that
on
was
a creative
super important
level too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we kind of, we started working together, and so that's also something exciting, is that, someone from your past could be such an integral part of your future, but you don't really realize it at the time. So this synchronicity of meeting each other, being friends, but some time passes and we lost touch. We didn't talk for a while. I was gone. I was in Utah, and
5 years.
Yeah, and then circling back. So that's the part of the synchronicities of life are amazing.
Yeah. Nuts.
The signs are all there, right?
Especially when you ask for them.
Yeah. And then trusting the timing. I think timing is everything.
Absolutely.
Trusting life's process of where, just knowing that you are in the right place and whatever is meant for you will not miss you. Like you will fulfill what you were supposed to fulfill, right?
Right.
So, I mean, that's very, very deep.
It's so deep, but I think we're going to get really deep. I want to dive.
Yes.
I'm
kind of an oversharer at times.
Same.
And I like to really go deep with people. I feel like that's the one thing when I meet someone, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we're not small talking here.
No small talk. Like I want what's your astrological sign? But not only that, what's your rising sign? What's your moon sign?
And if you don't know it,
yeah,
it's a problem, sister.
Then I tell them how to find it, right? I tell them how to access their birth chart. They need to know the time of day.
Do you use an app?
There is an app.
CoStar.
CoStar. Okay, good to know.
I use it.
Okay, I have not used that one.
If you jump on, we can see our compatibility. You don't have to do it now, but
okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, we do know I'm a Taurus, Virgo rising, Pisces moon.
Hold on.
Is me.
I'm looking mine up.
Yeah,
find it. You keep talking.
But you're an Aquarius, right?
I am an Aquarius, but I'm not. Hold on.
We need to find that.
We're going to find it. That's me.
I do.
I'm an Aquarius, Taurus Aquarius, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
That's why. But I feel like I'm mostly Taurus. Like when I look at things, anything about Taurus, I'm like, wow. Interesting.
That's your rising sign.
Yeah.
So my rising sign is Virgo, and it's like Virgo season, and so I feel like I am. I'm definitely a Virgo, and that's something I did not learn about until
like that. You are really your
years.
Rising.
Yeah.
Or no, that's what you put out to the world.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think the rising is actually kind of more important than the sun. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I don't know astrology, but I do plan to have someone who knows astrology because I love it. I'm obsessed with
too.
it. So.
I know. I remember when we first started, like you were like, I don't know. People are going to think I'm a witch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's awesome.
I
want to be a witch.
You do get some pushback when you're like energetic, when you're a very energetic person. I feel like
always. I've always felt that way. People always told me to tone it down.
Oh, don't listen to them.
Never. Yeah. I mean, I did.
Why would you ever tone it down?
For a minute, I was like, okay, I got to tone it down. And then I just realized, like, I don't even know who I am when I tone it down.
Right.
So
let her fly. Just
spread
go.
your wings.
Yeah, just go and do it. I agree.
So we got into the social media thing, and
we did.
Now we're here.
A little astrology.
Yeah, a little astrology.
Seems like it has to happen.
I think that's what really initially made me so intrigued by you at like this time in our lives. Like when we started working together, you were just so open and you had so much to offer me and in that way that I didn't know about myself, which is crazy because, when I thought about working with you and we started this whole process, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun because she's my friend. I know her. We'll become friends again. But now it's more like how much you've taught me. Weird. She'll have this idea like we're working right now and it's September and she's doing this No Shop September thing. And I literally was like, okay, I'm not doing it. I'm doing it too. Like whatever she does, I'm like, I'll try it. Oh, she's this. I'm trying it. So now, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you kind of busted the No Shop September.
Yeah. Well, it's hard.
Which, it's funny because some people were like, no shopping. Like, what do you mean? Like, I really triggered people with that, I think. But, it's okay. Just be more intentional with where you're spending your money. Or do you really need that? Like, look in your closet. And that's what I had to do. Like, look in my closet. Like, do I really need another I don't know.
Blazer.
White blazer. Like, do I really need another one?
do.
I don't. You do? Okay.
No, I don't.
So,
It's more like Amazon for me. Like, what did I order yesterday? I ordered a mini. I ordered
mini what? Now I'm scared.
mini microphones.
Mini microphones.
Mini microphones. They plug into your. I'm dying right now. They plug into your phone, and then you like can talk into them.
Oh, for
interviews.
Oh, for interviews.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it would be funny.
Like, why do you need?
I don't need them.
Okay, you don't need them.
That, and all these influencers, which like shout out to these girls who put out like, oh, I bought this on Amazon.
Yeah.
Look at all these things. Fall must-haves from Amazon, right? Amazon used to be cheap. You go on Amazon, it's like $65 for a sweater. You're like, wait, I thought this was Amazon. No. But these girls are putting out these cute outfits and they're from Amazon. So then you go on and you like, oh, I need this. And it's only from Amazon. So I could buy it and get it tomorrow.
Yeah. I've never bought clothing on Amazon. I don't think.
I bought this really cute top just recently. I was very impressed by it, actually.
I'm actually more of like a self-help book type. I
bought all the Gabby Bernsteins.
Oh yeah. Like all of that kind of
audiobooks.
stuff. That's what I do.
Audio.
I'm actually not a huge Amazon person, but actually, what's today? Today is the 20th of September.
Already?
Yeah. I'm kind of
crazy.
feeling like,
It's over. No, shop's over.
no, it's not over. It's not over until the end of September,
I know.
Jessica.
One more week.
But it is starting to get a little harder. And so I don't know if anyone's ever done that, 30 days of no shopping for anything other than like groceries and necessities.
I had a friend who did a year.
That's a long time. That's a long time. I give her credit because
She died. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Oh, I was like, she died from no shopping.
Basically. Like, what is your life? No, I'm kidding. I'm very kidding.
Okay.
But she did do a year. And I'm like, that's great. I could never.
I think at that point you are just like, you have done some self-reflection. You do not feel like you need anything. You are good.
That's what is it? Minimalist lifestyle.
Yeah, minimalist. Yeah, for sure.
It's not my lifestyle.
So with the feng shui, like I have a background in feng shui, I do like to keep things on the more minimal side. Very hard with a husband and a child. And as you go up in children, I would think it's even harder.
I would imagine. That girl only had a dog.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe a little easier to be minimal, but it does get harder. I think the more people you add into your sphere, but it is good. And I do want to teach those lessons to my son too. Like we don't need a gazillion, I don't know, now it's Pokemon cards, but we've got to just prioritize and we have to do it with intention. Do we really need that? Or can we think about this and maybe this is something that you want more and like, let's save up for that and get that instead. Right. So
yeah, like what's most important to you.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really good lesson.
Yeah.
I feel like my parents taught me that lesson. And I think that's why I spend so much because we weren't allowed to spend.
Oh, so like a little backlash, a little, okay. I can see that. I can see that. Okay. So I want to ask you a question because we are talking about trusting life's process, right?
Yeah.
So how do you know when you are on the right path?
Okay. I think it's a good question because it kind of brings out a lot of different feelings. I've had I'm only 38, but I've had a lot of experiences with being on the wrong path. Mm-hmm. And I think I feel especially when you're on the right path, things just start happening. Mm-hmm. It's like doors start opening that you were like never expecting to happen before. So in the past, little background, in the past 3 years, maybe 2 of my life, I've actually decided that I wanted to change things about my life, my career. I changed my whole entire career, completely different life. And I'm so blessed at this point, but I think doors just open, and I feel like the path is there. There's no winding road. You just know.
Like life starts to flow a little bit more.
Yes.
It feels easy, maybe, like a little easier.
And I think like I trust myself more, and I'm happier. It's like I wake up in the morning and I do my little meditation.
Love it.
Drink my hot water with lemon. My mom told me to do that, so I'm doing it now.
Shout out to
you
Mom.
also told me to do that.
Shout out to Mom.
And I'll sit on the back porch, and it's just easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel hard. Doesn't feel like I have to make hard decisions. Yeah, I mean, not every day is easy.
Yeah.
But, I feel like that's how I know I'm on the right path. It's just things flow.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. I'm like a recovering forcer. I used to always, oh gosh, it wasn't worth it unless it was like hard to get there, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how to describe that, but
I completely understand that.
yeah. So if it was not difficult, then I wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like if a club, what is that saying? Like the club, if someone wants to have you as a member, you don't want to be a part of it kind of thing. I don't know. I'm butchering that. I'm absolutely butchering.
I've never heard that one before. I'm not going to lie.
There is some club, and I definitely butchered that.
It's okay.
It is. I think it's some famous like thing, and I just messed it up. But anyway, so I'm trying not to force things, and that's actually what I'm like trying to help other people with is like letting life flow a little bit more and not forcing. And I feel like I can help with that because I used to do that, right? So here I am just kind of trusting the process of life, following my intuition, really tapping into that way more than I ever have, like feeling in my gut of like, gut. This is right.
Yep.
And one thing that I have started to do is like, and actually with this decision of doing a podcast is like, does this feel like 100% like a hell yes? I'm going to curse, sorry. Like a hell, is this a hell yes decision? Or is it a no? I mean, I think you know whether it's hell yes or if it's a no. So with the podcast, for instance, you looked at me one day, we were kind of working and
trying to figure it out.
And you were like, I feel like you need a podcast.
Is it weird that I have a lot of intuition for other people?
No,
do you feel that way?
I love it. I feel that way.
I always have clear ideas for everyone else when it comes, but when it comes to myself, I usually question.
It's a little harder.
Yeah. And not most recently. I feel that I've been just going. Like if I feel a certain way, I'm like, yes, doing it, or no, I'm not. Like you're saying.
You've got the hell yes. Yeah. You're into the hell yes.
Do you think that comes with age?
Maybe.
Maturity?
Maybe.
I like to think that I'm super immature.
I want to
be immature.
I don't think so. I don't think you are. I don't think you are. But I do understand that because I actually did not feel like an adult until I had a child. And then you feel like I have really made it into adulthood and I have to take care of this person and I have to feed them 3 times a day, which seems like sometimes such a grind of life. I'm like, you need another meal. Oh my gosh. But it's, but I am a full blown adult and I'm 43. So
you know what? I've always thought you were an adult.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I had mature energy.
You have mature energy. I've been told I don't.
I would just take that as a compliment, as like...
I do.
Is that you are young and playful. I love that. Yeah, I don't think I have...
take that wrong.
I don't think I have super like playful energy. I don't know, maybe a little. But like you said, kind of like responsible.
Yeah.
I'm definitely responsible. I'm
3
definitely
meals a day, girl.
3 meals a day. I will feed you. I will milk the almonds. I will make sure you have water. I will also make sure you have a ride to like wherever you need to go.
She's not lying. She's not lying.
I don't drink.
These are things.
I don't drink anymore. So
you're so boring.
So if you need a ride, I can always supply one, and I feel really good about that.
She's a sober Sally.
I mean, The word sober is interesting, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know
Yeah,
if I can
it's
use
one of those
that, but
words.
yeah.
I feel that most people, when they hear the word sober, they're like cringe.
Yeah, it kind of equates to like, yeah, I don't know.
Stigmatism. Like,
Yeah.
what is that? Not stigmatism. Not stigmatism. That is not the word, but a stigma. Yeah.
But you know what? That'll probably be for another podcast. We'll definitely
Yeah.
talk about at some point
All of your
my
things.
decision not to drink, but also, you know, we'll have some people that really know a lot about that, and we'll ask them some cool questions.
Yeah. I want to know the science.
Okay, so I want to kind of.
So you asked me that question. Why? About the trusting.
Oh, how you know? Well, just because I think it's good with the themes for today.
What's the damn
Trusting
theme?
life's
There we go.
process.
Try
Come on, I already.
trusting. She did.
I'm sure the
nervous.
audience recalled the theme, but I'll give you a pass.
Recall again.
But I do have a couple questions that I want to ask.
All right. We're ready.
And I want to kind of ask, you know, not that you're a guest. I don't know. I'm sure Jess will make an appearance again on the. I hope so.
I want to be your wing woman.
I hope so. Okay. Okay. So, do you have a book recommendation of something that has changed your life?
Yes. I have a few, but
I want to hear.
the one book that's changed my life really is The Four Agreements. I read it once in college. My mom gave it to me. My mom has always been one of those women who, for like your birthday or for any holiday, she used to do cute stuff, you know, mom stuff like Valentine's Day. She would put something on my dresser or something. It was always a book or a self-help book.
Love it.
I'm like,
She's my kind of girl because
there was a point in my life where I felt my mom thought there was really something wrong with me, but no. She would give me self-help books, and she ended up giving me The Four Agreements, and it wasn't a brand new book. It had been her book. Nice. And she wrote in the book, on like the first page, she wrote something sentimental about, you know, finding your way or something like that. And I really just loved that book. I've read it a few times. I've gifted it a few times to people who I felt needed a little direction.
Yeah.
And, you know, the Four Agreements: be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions, and always do your best. And I think if you can it's just 4.
Yeah, it's 4. And those are just really great things to live by in general.
Yeah, it's so simple.
It's such a good one.
Sometimes when you look at things that simple, it makes it so easy.
Yeah.
And I like books that are easy.
Yeah,
especially
don't force
if they have
it.
Pictures, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't make it difficult. Just
right.
let it flow. But I love that. The Four Agreements is a really good one. Mm-hmm. Okay. Another thing I want to ask is, what is in your wellness toolbox? Give me the tools, Jess. You have amazing skin. I want to know, what are some things that you do, like part of your wellness routine? What are some things that you do? Got to know.
Okay.
Maybe something outside the
tell
box.
you
I
the
don't know.
secrets.
But okay.
I sleep till noon.
No, you don't.
I don't clean my face off I don't clean the makeup off my face at night.
No, please tell me. Please tell me you do not break that cardinal rule of being a woman and you've got to take the makeup off.
I'm kidding. No. I am a crazy advocate for taking care of your skin.
It shows.
I think when I was 9 years old, my grandma started showing me how to use face products, and the steps. Wash your face twice at night.
Wait, how old were you?
9.
9.
My grandmother, she's just been such a huge inspiration in my life completely, but she has made a big impression on me with my skin and how to take good care of you. She's 83 and she looks phenomenal. It's crazy.
Martina, right?
Yeah.
Martina.
Her name's Marilyn, but her Instagram's Maritina. So if you guys want to follow her,
Love her.
And she's crazy. She's great. She's just a little crazy. I think she's called me 3 times while we were here.
Oh, she always calls when you're with me, but maybe she's just calling you all the time.
She's 83. I'm her only granddaughter. So
well, she did a great job teaching you about your skin.
Yeah. So cleanse your face twice at night, everyone.
Twice at night.
Twice. Double cleanse.
Double cleanse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Double cleanse.
Okay. Double cleanse.
And then a toner, which I think for me, my favorite toner is this one that a friend of mine gave me for my birthday 2 years ago, Biologique. I don't know if you've heard of it.
I'm not sure.
It's called a lotion, but it goes on as a toner, and it just like sloths the dead skin, and it brightens your skin, and it just acts as kind of like a exfoliant. And then moisturizer, and that's it. I don't really go crazy. A lot of people put a lot of stuff on their face.
Yeah.
I don't. I also
like to keep it simple too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, come on. If you're going to do it, but I'm not spending a fortune.
I also did not learn about a toner until I was probably like 35.
Do you remember Seabreeze?
Maybe almost
Who
40.
remembers
I don't know.
Seabreeze?
Oh yeah.
Astringent.
Yeah. My face was always my skin was always very sensitive. So that felt like battery acid or something on my face. I could not get down with that. So.
No, me neither. And the smell either.
Yeah.
But other than that, I drink a glass of water and I wake up and I stretch and I take care of myself, and sauna.
Ooh,
Big time sauna.
So
I know
good.
you're into the sauna.
Oh, I love a sauna.
Me too.
I can be in a sauna, an infrared sauna for like 50 minutes.
Me too.
Not even flinch.
Me too. I love it. I'm like, prune me, baby. Yeah.
I know. I love a sauna, the infrared. Well, I like the steam sauna too. I mean,
I've never done a steam sauna.
That's more spa. We're talking
Oh,
spa
you know what? Yes, I have.
atmosphere.
At the Ooh Spa.
Yeah.
I did one of those.
So good.
But then
So
other than
good.
that, just making sure you take your makeup off.
Yes.
Yeah. Getting 8 hours of sleep.
Sleep
I
is
go to
huge.
sleep early. I used to go to sleep so late.
Yeah.
Now I go to sleep early.
You're getting older, you know?
Yeah.
You need to
And
go to
I
bed
honestly don't even feel tired. And then I hit the head and I'm like, boom.
Oh,
Or hit the
I
hay.
conk
Hit
out.
the hay.
I conk out at night. I conk out at night.
I like
for
to
sure.
make my own things.
Okay, so we kind of touched on skin. Let's see. Okay, tell me, what did you want to be? I love this because I feel like this gives you insight into someone. And they often say that you kind of come back to the things, but what did you want to be when you were little? What was your...
I wanted to be a singer.
A singer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I've actually never heard you sing.
I know, which is
Can you
weird.
sing?
I can.
You can. Oh.
I can sing. I went to school for dance. And they had, when you're there and you're majoring in dance, you have to take dance for theater and dance for theater for dancers is what it was called. And it was a whole thing. And they made you do monologues at the end of the term. Mm-hmm. And I didn't do a monologue. I wrote a song.
You wrote a song. So you're a songwriter and a singer. And I actually never knew this about you.
Yeah.
So,
but it's weird, but I don't really sing in front of a lot of people. It makes me nervous. But I'll sing, like if a song's on, I'll go for it. I'll belt it.
Okay.
I've been on a few tracks.
No.
I have. But I was like in college because I went to an art school. So there were musicians and there were, people mixing music. I don't know. DJs. I don't know. And a few people asked me to be on their songs. So I did.
Oh my gosh. We need to cue that up. Like, where can we find those songs? Because
I'll reach out to them. They're big now. They're big time people now. So just kidding.
Post them on your YouTube channel because now we're going to have people flocking to your YouTube channel.
I'm going to have to delete a lot of videos. But yeah, so when I was little, I would I would bring my friends, and on the weekends we would put together shows, and I was always writing music for the shows and putting on plays for my family and friends.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I loved it too. I do love it. I still love it.
I love that.
I still have time.
Well, you do. You do. And I want to hear some songs. So we're going to have to figure that out at some point because I want to hear that.
And I'm also available guys.
To sing on a track.
To sing on a track.
Listen to this girl on a microphone. She sounds great.
I think it's just the headphones, but I don't know. But
So when I was little, I wanted to be an interior designer, and I would move the furniture in my house, not really in my house, but in my bedroom. I would move it like in the middle of the night. It was really kind of bizarre, but
I think every kid did that, but not in the middle of the night.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. I felt like I was going to make some kind of reveal in the morning to my parents and be like, look what I did.
And they're like,
one time I think I broke my toe when I was like 10 because I was trying to pull a big heavy dresser, but I used to do that all the time.
did you do it for your friends too?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I didn't share my gifts at that point.
Oh, okay.
But I would kind of move everything around in my bedroom. I would take everything out of my closet. I would kind of organize it, put it back. And that's just something that I did. And so it's funny that now I do feng shui, and I also do some design stuff for myself and some clients, and accessorize homes and all of that, because I really love that. I loved to do that when I was younger. So
you're really, really good at it.
Oh, thanks.
Really,
Thanks.
really.
Really, really.
No, but you are. We touch on that on our Instagram at Kimberly Hand _
Oh gosh, what a shameless plug we just gave you.
It's true though. I mean, you can always DM us if you have questions.
Slide into the DMs.
I love that though.
No.
That's all you wanted to be. You wanted to be an interior. Why? Like, was somebody in your family an interior designer?
No, and in fact, I think they thought like this is maybe not the greatest thing. I don't know.
At the time, maybe it wasn't.
And now look at it. I feel like
huge.
the whole industry has exploded. But
I mean, Instagram makes every industry explode.
yeah,
It's like you just got to tap, tap, tap in.
yeah. Coming from the social media expert over here.
Yeah. No,
Well-
I'm a novice.
No. Well, Jess, today was so much fun. Thank you so much for being here, because it was definitely made me feel more comfortable on the inaugural episode of the Cinnamon Effect.
This is so much fun.
It's fun.
I could do
Take the
this
mic.
every
You're gonna
day.
have-
I
you're
could
gonna
take
the
this every
mic.
day.
I know. Take the mic away from us, because we're just keep on going.
I could. Now I feel like now I'm comfortable.
Oh,
Like,
now
ask
we're in
me
a groove.
anything.
Now we're in a
Ask me
groove.
Any of it. I'm down.
Now we're in the groove. Well, hopefully you'll come back, you'll listen
You have
to
no
the
choice.
show. Yeah, you have to come back and listen, because it's just going to get better and better, right? We're going to have some cool people on, experts, authors, interesting people. You'll love it.
You'll love it. And I also think that I'm going to be on this podcast. It's my podcast now. I'm just kidding.
She's declaring that she
no.
is here.
But I appreciate being on here with you.
I love it.
Being a part of your journey.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing.
Thank
You're
you.
my light.
Thank you for being here.
My Stevie Nicks.
Oh, I've never been called that before.
You are mine.
Oh, interesting.
I put you in a box. And
Now it's getting weird. We got to
getting weird. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.